Hello everyone watching on YouTube and welcome back to Horizon Forbidden West. Let's immediately hit continue and get back in here. I am so pumped. So much just amazingness right out the gate in yesterday's stream. Oh my word, that load was so fast. My goodness, they load you into the game so much faster than Zero Dawn. My word, that was ridiculously fast. But we've got so much stuff to explore here. We gotta go see my boy Aaron and help him out. We aren't even in the Forbidden West yet. Like, we're like in the little baby start of the map where it's like, hey, check out this cool stuff before we, like, give you full-on open world, lose yourself for, several hours nonsense. I cannot wait. Ooh, baby, I cannot wait. But oh man, I want to play more Machine Striker. I really, really, really gotta see what's up with, playing this Machine Striker game more. Please, oh please. I think we had like 2 more tutorials to go through, so we're gonna spend the first bit of stream. You know, it'll give people some time to be like, oh, Chaos is streaming. Let's get in there and see what he's up to. We're gonna spend the first bit of stream probably doing these 2 tutorials, and then maybe just do like one of the challenges. I don't want to sit here and play through all of Machine Strike right out the gate, because I like to spread it out, because it looks like a lot of fun. I want to be able to play it a good bit. But let's definitely at least get through these tutorials. So, terrain and knockback tutorial. Knockback, you say?
Ah, I knew I'd make a strike player out of you yet. How about this time I tell you how to use a board's terrain to your advantage?
Please do.
This one's got all the different terrains you can encounter in a game of Strike. Knowing when and how to use them can mean the difference between victory and defeat. Terrain mainly affects your machine's combat power. As you know, when fighting an opponent's machine, you compare its combat power to yours.
Math, yep.
The higher your machine's combat power, the more damage you can do. So finding the right terrain is an essential strategy for overpowering your opponent. Here, I'll show you.
Oh, she's going first, okay.
Grab that piece to your left and move to attack my machines.
Alright, let's do it. Wait, did I grab it? There we go.
Now let's take a look at your machine's combat power. And the value of the
Whoops.
terrain it's standing on.
I accidentally hit X, my bad.
Since your machine is attacking, it's using its 2 points of attack power. It's also standing on forest terrain with a value of 1 point. Add those together, and your machine has 3 points of combat
Oh my
power.
goodness, basic math!
My machine is standing on grassland terrain with a value of 0 points. It's also not attacking, which means their attack points aren't in play. So my combat power is 0. This means your machine can do 3 points of damage.
Get him!
Go ahead and test it out.
Boom bam, baby.
There you go. Now, it can also help
whoops.
defend your machines from attack.
I keep hitting X
Grab
to
your
select
other
my
piece
piece and
and
that
place it in front of
accidentally
my
cycles the
machine.
dialogue. My bad. I need to be more
Since
patient.
your machine is attacking, it's using its 2 points of attack power. It's standing on grassland terrain. This terrain has a value of 0. This means your machine's combat power adds up to 2 points. My machine can't use their attack power since they're defending their position. But they have the higher ground. They're standing on forest terrain, which is worth 1 point. This means my combat power adds up to 1 point. Now, the front of my machine is colored blue. This means that the spot you're about to attack has armor protecting it, which means my machine gets an extra point, giving it a total of 2 combat power points. If we compare the combat power of both machines, you'll see that you won't be able to do any damage. Whenever you're unable to top an opponent's combat power, you can still choose to attack and break their machine's defenses instead. Go ahead, try it out and see what happens.
Okay.
See? When you break a machine's defenses, you can knock it backwards.
Oh, okay.
Sure, both our machines will receive 1 point of damage, but knocking my machine off that terrain makes it more vulnerable to attacks. Not only that, if my machine had been blocked from moving backwards, it would have received an extra point of damage.
Oh, I
And
see.
if my machine
Okay.
had been blocked by another one of my pieces, that machine would have received damage as well.
Oh, you can knock them into each
That's why
other.
breaking
All
a
right.
machine's defenses is a great way to deal damage to several pieces at once. Useful, right? Okay, now go ahead and end your turn. There's still one more thing I want to show you.
I will do so.
All right, as we've seen, the higher the terrain, the more it'll add to your machine's combat power. However, there are two other terrains that work a little differently. This is what we call a chasm. Only flying machines can be placed on those. But it'll take away 2 combat points if you do, so be wary. This is marsh terrain. Landing on it will take away 1 combat power point from most machines. It'll also keep your machine from moving for the rest of the turn. Here, let me show you. Grab that machine on your left.
Okay, interesting.
See? All you can do now is wait for your next turn to move again. Or you can overcharge your machine to get out of there. You can still attack any nearby enemies so you're not completely helpless. Well, I think that's enough yammering from me for now. Promise it'll all come in handy next time you play.
Oh, dude, this is so much to remember. It's gonna take some work to, like, master this game, but I'm loving it. All right, one more tutorial, chat.
Here for more tips? Why don't I tell you a bit more about the pieces we used to play? In a normal game, you get to choose which machines you place on the board. Each one is worth a certain number of setup points, and you can spend up to 10 assembling your army.
Oh, okay.
Knowing what each machine brings to the game and building an army that matches your strategy is the key to becoming a machine strike master.
So a Thunderjaw probably costs like
assembling your
5
army,
points, so you
there
can't,
are a
like,
few
bring,
things
like,
to keep
4
in mind.
Thunderjaws.
First and foremost, you can never have more than 4 of the same machine on the board at the same time. With that in mind, most players would choose machines based on how far they can move or how much attack power they have. But a real strike player will be looking at a machine's type and skills. Let's take a quick look, shall we? Pick up that machine on your left.
All right, the Burrer. I love me a Burrer.
All right, let's talk about the different ways in which a machine attacks its opponents. In other words, its machine type. If you look at your notes, you'll see this machine here is a melee type. You can also tell by the shape of the base the piece stands on. A melee type machine attacks the first enemy within range, and no one else. We've seen this plenty of times, so just move that piece forward so I can show you some more stuff.
Yeah, okay.
Great, now grab your other machine.
Gunner type.
Looks like we've got ourselves a gunner type machine here. This means they'll only hit the farthest enemy in their attack range. Let's move that machine forward and end your turn so we can take a look at the rest of the pieces.
Okay.
Let's go with
Ranged
this piece
boy.
first. This is a ram type machine. Attack an enemy with it and it'll push the piece backwards.
Okay, knockback.
Like this. See, now my machine has taken over your machine's spot on the
Ooh,
board.
knockback and it steps
This
forward.
is
Okay.
a great way to take the advantage away from your opponent if they have the higher ground. Looks like we have one more piece to look at. Now this is a beauty of a piece. A dash type machine.
Dude, there's so much info.
When it attacks, it'll move to the end of its attack range and damage every machine in its path, including your own. So make sure you take a good look at the board before you send it off to the races. You should also make sure it's able to finish its attack on an empty spot. Otherwise, you won't be able to attack at all. Here, I'll show you. Look,
Okay, it jumps
it even
over.
rotated your piece. A nifty little piece you'll definitely want in your set.
Oh, and it changes.
If you
Oh
look at
my
your
goodness,
notes,
that's
you'll notice
insane.
This particular machine has one of the skills I mentioned before. There's quite a few of those, and we haven't even looked at all the machine types yet. But I'm pretty sure you've got more important things to do, so I made you a list. It's got all the tips and tricks we talked about, too.
We got tired of paying
I
this
think that
voice
about
actress
does
to
it
tell you
now,
everything,
if
so
you
now
wanna
just
play a
read
real
instead.
game, just let me know.
Oh my word, this game is so complicated. Like, I didn't think it would be incredibly simple, but it's got way more complexity to it than I was expecting. Hold up, I want to see the other types. Combat, terrain, armored, and weak points. Yeah. Special attacks, overcharging, skills. Does it have the, mountain, hill, forest, grassland, marsh, chasm? Okay, so they just go in order of, they just all have their own number, and they're, like, ascending. So chasm is -2, and then it goes up to -1, 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, cool. The only ones that are unique are the minus ones. Chasm is for birds only. Marsh impedes movement. Okay, I get it. I get it. I wanted to see what the other... Here's all the types. Okay, so there are only 6. All right, that's not too bad. That's not too bad to, like, try and remember. Melee is basic. Gunner attacks at the maximum of its attack range. So it can't attack up close. The gunner can only attack 2 spaces away, or whatever its attack range is. The Ravager, or whatever it was, had 2 away. So I guess that means it can't attack if the enemy is right in front of it. It has to hit the enemy from 2 away. Ram attacks the first machine in its attack range and knocks it backwards, and then it takes that spot. Okay. Dash moves to the end of its attack range and damages every machine in its path, including your own, and rotates them towards you. Must have an empty terrain to land on at the end. All right, I get it. Now, what are these other 2 they didn't show me? Swoop must be for birds. Always attacks the first machine within its attack range and moves next to it. Gains +1 combat power on all terrains and can ignore all terrain penalties. Okay, interesting. Pull. Always attacks the first machine in its attack range and pulls the enemy 1 terrain closer. Gains +1 combat while on marsh terrain and can traverse through it without hindering its movements. Okay, so that must be for, like, snap maws and stuff, I bet, is that kind of machine. All right, I get the gist. Let's try a game. Let's try a practice game here.
Let's do this.
Your turn. Okay, so we, like, put down 1 machine at a time, huh? Okay, I get it. Is this Burrower my only option? I have to... I was gonna say, can I look at something different? But it doesn't seem like I can. It looks like I only have... I like this change in perspective. Looks like I have to pick this. All right. Well, what did she put down over there? Was that she put down a Burrower as well? Is that just all we have is Burrowers? I'm gonna put my lad right here so I can move him to that middle green spot.
Time to make my move.
Okay, she's going first. Oh, she's moving 3 spaces.
Board's all yours.
How'd she get to move 3 spaces there? She didn't overcharge. Was it because if you're on this terrain, does it give you an extra movement? Oh, if you're on the terrain, it's not just like +1 combat power, it's +1 movement. Okay, I didn't consider that. Oh, no, wait, no, this one can move 3 too. Do I not understand? Oh, I guess it's because I step on this and then it says I get +1? I don't know, but then I can go straight this way. I don't understand why I'm getting 3 movement. I thought I'd only be able to move 2 spaces. Why can I move 3 spaces here? Oh, it's saying if I sprint. Oh, what was the rule about sprinting? Okay, so that's what she did. She must have sprinted then. I forgot about the sprint mechanic because they told us that last stream. What happens if you sprint, chat? Someone remind me. If you sprint, like, something negative happens to you, right? Doesn't it stop you from doing something? Does, like, stop you from attacking that turn? I do not recall. If you sprint, you can't attack unless you also overcharge. Okay, cool. Thank you, Lone Wolf. I think I'm going to move here and rotate there. And then I think I'm going to do... I think I'm going to go here as well.
Okay, let's see.
Okay, she got there before I could, unfortunately. Ooh, and then she went right there. Okay. I could sprint here and overcharge to hit from behind. That's gonna leave my Burrower open to get defeated, though, I think. If I hit here, we both lose one, and I'll knock it back. But then, I won't be able to kill it. I think I kind of want to go here, hit. I'll lose 2 HP, but kill. And for her to kill me back, I think she'd have to... Would she have to overcharge? I'm not sure. If she wants to... No, she'd be able to take that spot. That'd be spooky. That'd be spooky, scary skeletons. Sprint here, damage. I can kill this one. No, but this one also has the terrain boost, so actually I probably wouldn't be able to kill it even hitting from behind. I'm just gonna hit you for one there. Nice and safely. And then I'm gonna hit this one right here. Take it very basic. I'm trying to get, like, super cool moves on when I probably need to take it easier. Alright, that's fine. That's less fine, but we're okay. Oh, she's gonna overcharge to kill. Oh, that could be a problem. Oh, she overcharged twice to...
Oh, but I'll play you again if you want.
Alright. I understand what I did wrong.
Here we go.
I mostly blame my initial setup because I forgot sprinting was a thing. It's like what I'm gonna want to do is I want to, like, sprint to these locations if she doesn't sprint there first.
I'm up.
I let her get that defensive spot and then she just held it and I was like screwed.
Your turn.
So I could just sprint right here and get this, or I could go here and go ahead and do 2 damage, but then I'm open to being hit from here. So I think I need to take these defensive spots.
My turn.
I think I was too hasty originally. Was my problem. All right, yeah, see, she's playing super defensive too. You got to play kind of defensive. I could sprint and overcharge and get you. Yeah, I think I just need to kill, like, her piece first. Overcharge. Big damage.
Feeling daring, are we?
Always daring. No, I don't want to overcharge if I can help it. Yeah, then just get here and kill.
You got me down to 1 piece.
There we go. There we go. All right, now I understand. Now I'm learning, chat. I had to take an L. Okay, she's gonna overcharge to get the kill there. Oh, but she didn't take. Why didn't she take any extra damage? Oh, this is spooky now, chat. Oh, I can actually get right here? Isn't this like a super boost? Like, this position is super defensible, right? I think. Is +2. If I overcharge an attack here, do I win? I don't know if I understand. I wish I could see how much the overcharge damage will do, because I have 4 attack. If I hit from here, can I hit from this high up? You know what? If I end up losing here again, it's learning. I'm learning how to play the game. So I'm gonna, like, I think I can overcharge and win here. Yeah. Because it counts her defeat before mine. Yeah, all right. I'm learning, chat. I'm learning. I'm getting it. Oh, you get money from this. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't think there would be any benefit whatsoever to playing this game. I just wanted to do it because it looks super fun. All right, now that I'm understanding a bit better, let's try one more. Let's do one more. One more. Set the opponent's set. Do I get to, can I, like, set up my set before we play?
You know where to find me, Red.
Or does the game tell me what set I use, like, beforehand? Like, she gave me a bunch of pieces to use, didn't she? Yeah, like, I have all these different pieces. Sort? Oh, uncommons and commons. How do I get to, like, choose which ones I use, like, leading into a game?
Welcome back.
Do I get to, like, set up my thing beforehand, or, like... Beginner, yeah, so she's using beginner set. We have 6 setup points. Or no, she's got 4 machines. She's using 6? I don't really understand. Still a little confused. Hello to everyone in chat. Glad to have you all here. Hope you're having a good time. In these first 3 practice games, you're given a default set, but for the rest of the boards, you'll be able to choose your own. Oh, okay. Okay, that makes more sense. Did they tell me that, or did I just not notice? All right, that was a thank you, Lone Wolf. That makes a lot more sense now. I thought I was just missing something. I thought there was gonna be like some area in the inventory where it's like, oh, here's where you can set up what machines you're gonna be using in strike matches. What did she put down right there? Is that a burr? Is that a burr? I'm just gonna set you right here for now.